Hello, everybody. Jeff here again, and today I'd like to talk about the fact that it has been 3 weeks for me doing this, blogging every day to put a video out. And yeah, it's that 1 week check-in, so it's that 3 weeks. And here I am, still out here, still putting out my blog. I don't know if anyone is actually seeing these things. I don't get any comments. I don't get any feedback. But again, it's not really about me trying to make a channel. And I don't know how to promote these things. I really don't. I don't know if anyone's seeing this. I don't know if it's doing any good because, again, I'm not trying to make a channel. I'm trying to get meeting with the premier so I can actually do some good. And I tweeted and reached out a number of times in a number of different ways to them. They're ignoring me, again, for their own reasons. I won't speculate, but let's just say politely, I am a nobody. And so I'm saying a grand thing. I know how to fix things, and I know how to fix what's not supposed to be fixed. Because you're just supposed to accept, well, that's just the way it always has been and the way it always will be, and just let it happen. And you can't fix those things. You can't fix the political structure. You can't fix the monetary system. You can't fix the financial system. That's it. You're not supposed to be able to make things better for everyone. Gosh, you can't do that because that's just not, that's just the way that it is. Rich will always be rich, the poor will always be poor. That's it. Oh, well, just get used to it. Go get your little hovel, and that's it. But that's not the way it always has been, and it's not the way it always has to be. I'm not talking about communism or socialism. I'm talking about old school free market capitalism, where you actually did have a chance to better your life, get better. And it all comes down to having money, which is actually money, meaning the one key difference between money and currency is the fact that money holds value. How do you know it holds value? Inflation. Inflation measures the loss of purchasing power of your money, meaning if you had $5, if you're given $5 from when you're a kid, let's say back in 1975, 5th birthday. Okay, great. You could buy a lot with $5. If you carry the inflation forward, you would still be able to purchase a fair chunk, but you'd be rather impressed with how much that actually is. Now imagine for a moment if instead of being given $5 or $100 or whatever, that you were given a gold coin, even a small one, whatever. That would purchase the same amount as it did then as it does now. It holds its value. And that is the key. Because that's the key, because we're making the same amount of money. Maybe you might get a slight raise, okay, but it's nowhere near actual inflation, let alone, or not even the government's inflation numbers. So you know that you're getting further behind because you can buy less stuff with what you're making, and yet everything still goes up. And so we're getting to a point where currency will flip, where they'll have to transition to a different currency, and it will be central bank digital currency. If you want a good example of it, there's a digital yuan. It's not working because people don't want it, because there's mechanisms in place, but there's no real advantage to switch to it. So they don't have the need to. If it was the only game in town, if it was the new currency and they're giving it away, and then turning around that, through money printing or what have you, they deflate or inflate your currency away, meaning instead of a $1 cup of coffee, it's a $100 cup of coffee. And then you'd be worth nothing. And so you'd be jumping at anything which had more value, and that's the plan. And it's just, I see it coming. I know how to fix it, and I know how to rein in government, make it more answerable to the people, because right now we don't have it. They say, we can do whatever we want because democracy, you voted us in, that's it, so you don't have any say for 5 years. And of course, in the parliamentary system, it's whenever they think that they can get away with winning an election and reset that counter, they'll do that. And they do that time and again, both sides of the house, like both parties, all parties do it. It's disgusting because we know they have to hold it within certain time frame, but they can still hold an election whenever they want, because that's just the nature of the parliamentary system. which is why it needs to go. Again, I want to change things, but peacefully within the system, using the mechanisms which are here and without bloodshed, without violence, without, I don't want to take anything from anyone. I just want to fix things. I just want to improve things. And I'm getting ignored. And I know that it's because, well, again, I'm a nobody. And so I haven't made any grand splash. I don't know how to promote these things, but I could use help. And, well, that's the key. That was why I went out to YouTube and Twitter, is to hopefully get some help, get some attention, stir up a bit of a noise. And again, I've got a few likes and a few retweets or so forth, but again, nothing out of the ordinary. So this project is so far a complete failure. Well, success in the fact that I'm doing it, okay, but it's not been achieving the objective that I wanted, which is to talk to the premiers and get that process started. Again, not one message, not one from any of the premiers since I started this. None of their offices, none of them all ignoring me. Because again, I understand. Why would they want to fix things? Because they've won their game. They've won the game of politics within them, within the province. They're set. They get done and they get a nice little fat pension, and then off they go, and isn't it great? So why would they want to fix things? I'll tell you why. Because it's the right thing to do. And it's the best for the nation, and the country is tearing itself apart. There's a great frustration boiling under the surface. And again, I know how to deal with it in a positive way. I know how to fix it, make that frustration go away. But I need help, particularly from those in power. I'm rambling. But it's 3 weeks. This is where I'm at. I'm seriously thinking of just packing it in and just say, get some popcorn, watch the world burn. Because I'm not getting anywhere. And I really could use some help.